Tracy's here.
Hoorah!
He's already in the water. We are back at the Leroy Wright boat ramp on the St. Johns River, and I cannot believe we're back here again already. But we are. Rick is with us, and we also have Danny along here, and we're going to head south from our starting point last week, or a couple weeks ago, and go all the way to Lake Washington, and then we're going to come back north and see what happens. And thanks for coming along today. Rick is putting the big Yamaha in the water. Yeah, we're on the water. It's Tracy, Danny, Rick. So if you remember from the last video, we were at 16.4. Today we're at 15, so there's 16 more inches of water going down this river right now, which should help us.
Lake Poncet is a shallow lake, and we had about an 18-mile-an-hour wind out of the south. Plus we had those clouds up there that rained on us halfway across, so this lake was more like the Gulf of Mexico with at least 2-foot waves, 2.5-foot waves. And of course the video never shows it quite as angry as it really is on the water, but we took a couple waves over the bow. Regrouping here after our second lake, and then we're heading down the St. Johns River towards Lake Washington. There are no really objective hazards in this river if the water level is correct. It's a lot safer than the segment going north from Lone Cabbage. So it's pretty easy just to follow the main river channel, and it's about 24 miles to the dam, so it's a 48-mile round trip from Lone Cabbage by the time you get down there. Lake Washington Dam, as far as I can tell, is a strip of concrete that the water was flowing over it. On the right is an airboat ramp that, even if it's deep enough, probably a jet ski could get over. I've heard some people have done that. And there was a ramp with a dock on the left.
You want to see how good your new gator glide works?
Take it over the airboat ramp, right?
Yeah.
Full speeds.
Wide open throttle, baby.
Full send. All I could think of when we came across the lake was, I wonder if anybody touched my drain plugs while it was sitting there. So hopefully they're in. All right. That's a wild crossing of Poncet Lake. Yeah. Tropical rainforest of palm trees. Very nice. One of the things that makes Florida so beautiful. Boys are finishing up their gassing, and we're ready to go, and we're headed north some. So Tracy, how's your electric pump working today?
I don't know, the batteries are dead.
Oh, okay. My gravity one's doing really well. So Danny, in that wild crossing, what did we do? We lost another hat?
Another hat. I need to buy stock on Amazon.
All right. So you brought a backup hat though.
Always have backup hat.
Boy, that's a pretty shot with those trees in the back.
And then for the next couple miles, we ran into alligator after alligator coming off the shore, splashing into the water. Here's a big one right here. cows right along the side of the river. I don't know how they all coexist. And then we found one that had an unfortunate ending.
Yeah, it looks like we got a cow that did not survive. It's just a wild place. It's part of the St. John's River.
As Rick led us down this narrow path, I knew it could be trouble. Because look how the cows are standing there. They're only standing at about 6 inches of water, and that's about what's under our ski right now. What a crazy place. So we could go right by these cattle who are grazing, and I knew we were just about ready to get stuck or suck something up, and I think Rick noticed that too, so he went up on plane, and I'm glad he did, because I followed him on out of there, and we had no problem. We already had about 70 miles in on this trip, so Rick suggested we do some twisties, then head back. So we went out into the river to the east, and went down some twisties. We had to be careful to make sure there's no airboats coming the other way, because you really can't see around these blind turns, but we took it at cruising pace and had a good trip.
You mean take us back to the river?
Going north is easy on the river. Going south is hard. Canals go that way.
Alright, I'll take us back to the airboat.
Rick asked me if I could lead us back, because of course I had the route on my chart plotter, and I said for sure. And then I realized, it's pretty stressful for him to being in the lead the whole day, because he's got to make split-second decisions on which channel to take, and it all depends upon the water level. And when the water level's different, the scenery looks different. So I think he enjoyed just being in the back for a while and being able to follow myself and the three of us going back. Now that I was in the lead, I had clean water, and you're going to be able to see at least 3 different alligators, number of alligators on the right hand side, dive underwater as I come around the turn, thrashing in the water. And we led us out of the twisties back to the main St. John's Channel. There's one right there, or 2, and there's another one coming up right about now.
The water depth being different, and the topography looks completely different.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, I'm glad you got to relax on that little stretch.
Yeah, I laid my head down. I got like 15 minutes of sleep.
And the great thing is, none of us hit any sandbars or logs or anything like that. So, as always, thanks for coming along today. If you'd hit that like and subscribe button, that really helps the channel, and I appreciate it. And everybody at WhiteSpider does too. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. You're holding that rope? Is that when we won't talk about where
The unspeakable.
the unspeakable happened? Oh my God, what happened here? All right, dude, thanks.
Thank you.
Had a great trip. That
Great
was nice.
trip.
Take care of your hand, take care of your leg.
Yeah, man.